Welcome everyone. I'm Philip. We are going to have another English practice session. I'm not a teacher in this immersion. I'm not going to correct and I'm not going to teach, though you're going to learn everything you need. But for that, it's really important for you to prepare yourself before the meeting. So it's been crucial to have access to the plan so you can have the chance to see what the topic looks like, the questions, and you can prepare vocabulary, expressions, and you can check material on the internet to bring information so you can practice your speaking and listening skills. All right. So, yeah, just a second. Okay, someone else is coming. I'm going to start with the presentations. As you know, if you are bored about your presentation, don't blame on me, blame yourself. Just change your presentation, okay? And it's always important to present yourself bringing a different vocabulary or expression. So I'm going to start with Michelle. Can you present yourself first? And then I'm going to ask others, and then I'm going to split you all in two rooms because we have too many people today.
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Michelle. I'm 34 years old. I'm studying to be a developer. I'm from Rio de Janeiro and I'm here since December. And I'm lucky a lot to be here to talk with different persons. And it's nice to meet you.
Very good. Good to have you here. Camila, can you present yourself, please?
Yes. Hi, guys. My name is Camila. I am 39 years old. I was born and currently live in São Paulo. I work as an accountant, and I am here since last week. So it's a pleasure to be here. I am loving with the platform, and I think that's it.
Very good, Camila. And as an accountant, you can bring accountant vocabulary. You can just check on Google. You can check on ChatGPT whenever. So if you, especially if you go to ChatGPT, go there and ask, I need accountant specific vocabulary in English so I can practice and learn. And then if you have 5 of them, you can bring in here and you present yourself with them and then you answer the questions with them.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Just give it a try. I'm loving that almost everybody's with the camera open. That's awesome. Let me talk with Carlos. Carlos, I know you're not Brazilian, right? Can you present yourself? I think it's the first time we talk.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Carlos. I'm from Argentina. Fiquei curioso como você sabe disso.
Just because I check everybody who joins the platform, the messages you send, everything. I just check everything in there, and I remember you had trouble paying the challenge, I guess, right? And then you asked our help, and then I remember that I told, oh, if this guy is not Brazilian, so he should pay using PayPal. That's the reason.
Okay. I live in Formosa city in the north of Argentina. I'm happy to be here to practice my English. And I'm 30 years old. Work in software development, and that's everything.
Very good, very good. Lots of IT people here, so a good chance to create a bond and create relationships, network and stuff. Also, we have an area in our website called community. This section, it's being really important and useful, so you can share, you can present yourself in there and practice your English writing skills, and also you can be connected to other people in the platform. Okay, so just check it out in the website. And before we move to, I'm just waiting more people to join. So Yara, can you present yourself? I think Yara and Michelle, you look like pretty much close. Like, are you like siblings or
No, we are
something?
not related. Hello, everyone. My name is Sehara, and I am from Rio de Janeiro. I'm living here, but I'm from Belém do Pará, north of Brazil, and I am a journalist. And I'm currently working for a sporting company, and yeah, I'm a content writer. So I'm here to develop my English and to practice more. And yeah, I think that's it.
Very good, Yara. Welcome aboard. Thierry Zanca.
Hi everyone. My name is Thierry. I'm living in Limeira, São Paulo. I'm a software developer, 36 years old, and I'm here to improve my English skills and hearing some real people talking English. I'm very, very excited with this conversation, and so that's it.
Very good, very good. I was looking to divide us in two rooms. Would you mind if we get everybody together? I know we are in 8 people. I'm not going to talk much. I'm just asking questions today. And then I guess it's going to be rich to have everybody together. Is everything okay? Yeah. So, Analdo, can you present yourself, please?
Yes. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah.
Sorry, my camera was off because I'm driving. But
Oh,
now
no
I reached
problem.
my.
No problem.
My name is Ronaldo. I am 42 years old. I'm living in a small city near from Sorocaba, called Tatuí. I'm
Okay.
cybersecurity engineer, and I was in Canada some years ago, like you are now. And I'm enjoying the platform to improve my French, to learn French.
Nice. Yeah.
I will spend some time to improve and practice my French and English as well, between improving my learning French.
Very good. Very good. I'm going to start French next week, and it's going to be good. By the way, I have family in Cesário Lange, you know?
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
close to Tatuí. Yeah, very
I
small
will
city.
not.
Yeah, very good. Nice to meet you. Panisa, you're the last to present yourself, and then we start the conversation with the questions. And I guess,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Matheus Paniza. Being objective because of the number, I am 27 years old. I am electrical engineer, but I work like a continuous improvement consultant at Senai. It's a field of the production engineer field. I live and I was born in São Paulo, capital. And I like to play instruments. I am a musician, and I have a simple channel in YouTube.
Very good. Very good. What do you talk about in your YouTube channel?
Saxophone. The
Oh, nice.
saxophone. Yeah, I'm trying to record some videos to edit. I'm a little shy, and I don't have many contacts with these platforms, but I am learning.
Very good. Very good. So, since we are in 9 right now, I'm gonna do the following. I'm going to divide you into groups. One is going to be here with me in the main room and broadcasted in YouTube, on YouTube, sorry. On at, I always misconfused these 3 prepositions. But anyway, in the other room, you're going to be not broadcasted and it's not recorded. So it's really important. It's really important to be respectful. It's not, we are not here to tell that, oh, I'm telling you the truth and my truth is the best decision ever. So you need to accept that. No, it's not like that. So you have an opinion, I have mine, and we're going to exchange ideas. Okay, so the other room, please be respectful. And in any case you feel uncomfortable, you can raise your hand in the other room and I go straight to it to help you guys and to bring some kind of support. All right. So let's go. We are going to be in here, Camila, Carlos, Ju, Malaquias, and Michelle, and the other room, Arnaldo, Thierry, Thierry, I don't know how to say, yeah, Thierry, right? It's more like French. And yeah. Okay. So let's go. See you, enjoy, and 10 minutes before we finish, I bring you back, and then we have a wrap-up session. All right, so Camila, Carlos, Michelle, and Ju, we're going to start talking about behavior regarding English learning. And the very first question is, what daily habits have you found most effective in enhancing your English language proficiency? And why do you think they work? So basically, what are you doing that helps you to learn and to speak English? Carlos, can you start this one?
Okay. I'm start my English using application Busu application, you know?
Yeah.
Busu. And Duolingo, but I prefer Busu. In 6 months, 6 month practice. After that, I start practice with ChatGPT conversation in English. Conversation. 1 month. After I started talking, I perceive
Realized.
For to improve my conversation, I need to conversation. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I would say like in 6 months, practicing English every single day here on Talk and Talk, and you can do that from Sunday to Sunday. In 6 months, you're gonna be much, much better. So get the broadcast of this session and compare to yourself in 6 months, but practicing every single day. You're gonna see the huge difference. And I'm not talking about grammar. I'm not talking about vocabulary. I'm talking about confidence and the flow as you speak. You know?
Okay.
So
Thanks.
just give it a try and then reply me back in 6 months if it's gonna be true or not. Okay?
Okay.
Gil Malaquias, can you hear me? Welcome aboard.
Hello, everybody.
So
I can hear you, Felipe.
Yeah, so what do you do? What's the behavior or daily habits you have found most effective to develop your English fluency, and why?
Yeah, great question. I've started to study more on topics that I fail on English. So I heard a lot of videos on English to help to enhance my listening. Sometimes too fast for me, but I think I'm a work in progress. So I keep on learning from this. Talk here has been helped me because I every session that I take here, I am a little bit more confident to talk. So it's be here speaking with you guys helps me a lot in this um, uh, journey of learning. So I think that's it.
Very good. Yeah. And what about you, Michelle? What have you been doing?
Mm. I think that be here in Talking Talk is very nice to be better in my English because I can hear every day, I can talk every day. So I think in my head be more common the English. So I think it is very effective, and I do Duolingo too to read and do the exercise. And yes, it is. I think every day or the most frequently you could do to her and bring the English for your life is good for bring more proficiency. Yes, it's this.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I think when it comes to speaking, there's no way, as Carlos said, you need to speak, right? So Camila, what are the daily routine or behaviors you have every day when you put effort and energy to speak English? What do you do?
I decided to take 3 months at series on Netflix, only in English. So I am in the maybe 15 days
Which
that I've
which which
started.
series are you watching right now?
Unfortunately, I start with The Crown, and this
Oh,
is so hard
difficult.
to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
I had a bad idea because I was
What?
watching
Ah,
before my decision, so I
so
was
yeah.
continuing. But this is really hard. I don't think this is a good idea.
You
But
do not recommend, right?
yes, of course. And I have always a notebook by my side, and I am going to take notes. Like here, I have my notebook here because I need sometimes to take some notes. So I decided to take these 3 months at series in English, Netflix, and I am here in the TNT to improve and to discover how can I be because if you are just studying in a book, you cannot feel how you are going. So I think it's a big challenge to be here almost twice a day. So I am always in trouble, every day in trouble here because I need to know how to do or to learn how I want to say my message properly, I guess. And I use Duolingo, but only for Spanish. So I think it's important, but for me, English is my first goal
Priority.
because I work in a company that I need to use English every day in meetings. So uh, this is really important for me. And I speak with Indians sometimes, and I need to practice my listening. So I know it's not so easy, but I am here. I'm tough.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna start French next week. I have no idea how to speak a word in French. Just like oui, ça va bien, and that's it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna start and I'm gonna use everything I tell my students and everybody on Talk and Talk. I'm gonna present myself in French, and how I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna use Google Translator, and I'm gonna practice my pronunciation with Google Translator at first to start with. And I'm gonna spend the whole hour just listening mostly because I would not have anything to say, but I have access to the planner. I'm gonna translate the questions and I'm gonna try to understand as much as possible. And I installed Duolingo again. But yeah, it's great and it's awesome. It brings you the feeling of, oh, I'm going forward, I'm doing something, and brings a good feeling. But I feel so bored about that. I feel really that's like for me, right? It's a great platform and app, but for me it's really boring, especially I don't like study languages first. I hate studying languages, you know. And that's why I bring this method or this way of learning on Talk and Talk. So think about this. Series, they are gonna be really helpful, but bring something from them to here or to your life. Sometimes people are like, they find a job to use English. So you don't need to be on Talk and Talk. You don't need to pay anything else to anywhere. You don't need to pay Talk and Talk to practice English if you have experience, like to be immersed like 24 hours a day. But if you're here, there are a lot of people, they work abroad and they are here just because of the platform itself, the community, people, and everything, and the connections we do. So most valuable thing in here to find jobs as well. So bring vocabulary. You're doing like your English is really good, Camila. Really good. All of you,
I
actually.
use ChatGPT a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know how to pronunciation some words, and then I decide to talk to ChatGPT.
It's a
to
private
correct
English
myself.
teacher. It's a private
Yes.
English teacher for free.
You
Yeah.
can speak all day.
Do that. Do that. Do that. Yeah, very good. For me, I'm gonna like my daily habit, it's going to be commit myself to English. Now I have 2 sessions per week. To Spanish, I have another a session starting up next week on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Brazilian time, and I'm going to join at least one immersion in French. So be in touch with 3 languages. Is it and Portuguese as well because it's my native language. So be in touch with 4 languages. Is it possible? Yeah, if you put priority on that, it's gonna be, you know. Next question is reflecting on your journey to become fluent in English. Which activities or practices made the most significant difference, and how did they change your approach to learning? So pretty much what we are talking about, but do you have anything that you wanna like throughout the journey since you started the first time? What have you done that enhanced, that helped, that improved, and made a significant difference on your fluency? Carlos.
I think the disciplina. Uh, uh, Disciplina was difference in my life. Uh, 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 every day, 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, 30 minutes in the night. Uh, I try to keep this practice a long time, and what's result for me, discipline. But uh, practice, the better practice um, was listen on Busu, the native
Speakers.
people,
Yeah.
and this practice to speak on token, to try speak for the other person. For example, my wife it's traductor in English. Three years.
No, nice.
She stood, but uh, she not very practice. She not work in English. She is other profession,
Yeah,
and he understand everything,
very well.
but speak mm, not good. And unfortunately, then I search ways to practice my conversation. And I'm here.
That's how you found Talk and Talk? Searching.
Uh-huh. I work in I work from home to Lapsif company in Tapetinga, Bahia. Uh, Here, my college, uh, Angelica, she 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 have experience in talking.
Oh,
She
nice.
speak to me. She speak to me. Talking. Uh, can can improve your English, and I think uh, I'm not I'm not I'm not sure. Eu tinha insegurança, eu
Oh,
queria falar.
yeah, I wasn't confident.
Uh,
Yeah, you can say about confidence instead of security or safe. Yeah. Because sometimes this is quite interesting. Sometimes we speak something in Portuguese or Spanish, but when it comes to English, it's different. Spanish and English, like we have like the same meaning when we talk about the language itself. Of course, there are same words that they have different meanings, but in general, they fit. But in English, sometimes you're gonna you want to talk about segurança. I didn't feel secure. It's okay to say that. It works. People are gonna understand. But you're gonna see when you pay attention when people are speaking, you're gonna understand and realize that they use other things to say the same thing, and then you have different ways to say the same thing. And when you have that, you feel more comfortable, more confident, and then okay, if I can't go this way, I go another. And then because you don't have when you're speaking, you don't have too much time to think rather than when you're writing or listening or reading. Like reading, it's like nobody knows if you're understanding or not, just yourself. Listening, it's the same. Writing, people are gonna understand if you know or not the language, but you still have time to think, to check, to search. But when it comes to speaking, there's like you need to speak. You don't have time to think. Like I do not think in Portuguese, English, it doesn't matter. But Spanish, I have a way to go, way to go. And in French, I'm just gonna start. So the point is, you're gonna stop, or you're gonna quit, or you're gonna keep going, because it's like a long life learning experience. So your wife knows how to listen because that's her job. She listens and then she translates, right? Or read. But if you do not speak, I'm better speaking a speaker than listener. Like in English, especially Asians, Indian, and people from specific countries, it's really hard. And I'm living in Canada, and it's been really hard sometimes. It's been really hard. But then you just ask questions, and then you figure what the person is talking, and then it's okay, right? Michelle, and what about you? What do you think about what Carlos is saying? What are your thoughts on this?
Yes, I agree with what you said. I think for me the important thing I I I do now is lose the fear of talking wrong because before I come to talk, I think that I cannot talk English very good, that I'm very insecure, or yes, insecure, not confident to talk. And when I start to talk every day, I start to talk with my friends too in English, and I how exactly how you say, I started to find no, ways to talk the same thing in my way with my words. I know that's not totally correct my English. I have a lot of problems with verbs.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how to conjugate conjugation, but I can talk and I can understand. So this is amazing. Is the most important. So I think, but for example, I started to learn French too here in Talk and Talk, and it's very hard to start to at the beginning. I use to the Google Translator, ChatGPT, so but it's very more hard to. But I understand that when I start to hear every day the French, I started to learn. I started to understand more. Each day I learn more words. So is exactly this. Isso funciona, né? Her every day and not be fear to talk wrong.
Yeah. Make mistakes is the key when you need to speak. It doesn't mean that you're gonna speak in a bad way, but it means that you are going to evolve, you're going to develop, you're going to learn. So yeah, speaking it's a unique thing about languages. Most people they have issues about that. Like here in Toronto, people they learned French together with English. So they have the same issue as Brazilians, but in French. Like they say, "Oh, I have studied French my entire life, but I don't speak French." You know? So it's like Brazilians, but I think it's the difference is they have more it's really mandatory since they are children, you know, to study the language. It's not like in Brazil that's oh, you have it to study, but you have just the to be verb and that's it. But yeah, it's like an exercise, you know. If you just eat a lot and you do not exercise, you're gonna be fat in general, right? Depending on the body and everything else. But if you do not drink water, you're gonna be sick. If you know, things like that. So it's you're not gonna be healthy, not sick, but healthy. So it's like more an exercise. If you break your arm, if like, you know, you break your arm and then you need to be with those things that I don't know how to speak in English. And then you keep your arm for 30 days without moving. And then what you need to do? Physiotherapy. So if you do not use your English in 30 days, what's going to happen? You go to physiotherapy, English physiotherapy. Yeah, that's what is the immersion. It's a physiotherapy, you know? So Ju, I'm gonna ask you another question so we can change topics, but feel free to keep replying on this same topic, same subject. Can you share a turning point or a breakthrough moment? And you see the questions, how they are made. I don't know if you're aware or you're used to some words, for example, enhance or effectiveness or, you know, significant difference. So pay attention on the questions as well. They have a lot of things to learn. Or breakthrough moment, turning point. What's your turning point in your English learning process? Ju Malaquias.
Okay, my turning point. I think when I when I decided to learn English every day in a serious way, I started to search platforms, apps that can help me to talk. And I found TNT after a little time searching, and I think that's my turning point. So, because to have a community when I can speak English to get confidence, it's so amazing. Every time that I have tried to talk in another forum on LinkedIn, I have a fear to mistake, not to comment. Uh, make mistakes. I believe that that's my turning point because we are a community when we where we embrace each other and help each other to grow and learn, mostly in confidence to talk in English. So I think it's it, it's my turning point, for
Very good.
sure.
In your turning point, breakthrough moment, Camila, is it different from Ju Malaquias, or do you have the same turning point?
I had a very bad experience years ago. I started to study English when I was an adult for real, and then I decided to travel abroad for 20 days. I went to Ireland, and before I went to Ireland, I was studying English, but only studying, only reading, only watching the classes, but without speaking. And when I decided to travel, I was like, okay, I know English, I can understand. And when I arrived at Ireland, was so scared because I couldn't say properly. I was understanding the others, but I was without. I don't know. I wasn't able to talk to them. And when I come back to Brazil, I decided that I should study for real. And I had a English private teacher, and we spent maybe 1 year studying. And the last year, in the next year, I would decide to study abroad in Malta. Then was a great experience, and I felt that I was really better than Ireland, but just because I had the opportunity to speak with the English teacher. So he is a guy because he is alive. He's a guy that makes me unlock my speaking. So it's a good way that you can see that you are able to speak. So it was a break point for me. And I had the way to study relate to flashcards too. I like to look for new words and do it the flashcard every day. It's not so easy, I know, but we have to do this because our memory is not so good. Mine's terrible nowadays after pandemic. I don't know why, but I have this kind of trick, and I think this is a way that we have to improve. If you are here speaking English, if you are looking for new words, and if you have an opportunity to, of course, we need to study beside all these topics. We need to study a little bit because we are here just talking as friends, but I have some meetings, business meetings in my job. So I think we need to say more properly in the different situations.
Yeah, and I know there are a lot of people, including myself, sometimes it's really, especially vocabulary. For me, it's really hard to learn vocabulary just by the meaning, you know. Sometimes
Yeah.
I need to live the experience, like especially house things, food, supermarket stuff. Like I have no idea what's the name of things. So I just like I go to the supermarket nowadays, I just look and I know what it is. I don't need to check the dictionary. And that's why flashcards are so helpful. You know, sometimes I
Love
just
it.
go to Google Images, I put the word, and then
Yes.
that's the what is it, you know?
Yes, nowadays I've been trying to use the back of the flashcards, the translation of the word only in English. So I need to read the meaning of the word in English too. So it's not so easy.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it's boring because I have to do this every day, but I love it, this kind
Takes
of
time,
way
right?
to,
And you want it to
yeah,
right away, and then it takes more time. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna put a good dictionary here that I love. It's thefreedictionary.com. It's English, so you can check there like
Oh,
classes, material, vocabulary, everything like idioms, expressions, and everything you want. Lots of material. And they have an app you can download and you can check. Every day they bring you like word of the day, you know.
oh, great.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I have never learned any word of the day, though. But yeah, it's there, right? Very good. Let me talk about setting goals and milestones. And I'm gonna start now with Michelle. Do you think is how is it important for you setting goals, like having a clear goal to follow or something to accomplish? Is it important for you, or you don't care much? You're just learning English because like you're you don't have anything else to do and you're learning English, or yeah, just joking, but what is it for you? Like,
Um, no, I think for me is because I need a good job and starting to do to study to be a Java developer. I think no English is will open my opportunities. So I think it is necessary for me to learn this. And yes, I think this is for to open my opportunity with jobs. So this is my deal when I could do an interview, and because nowadays I feel a lot of insecure. I feel not confident to do an interview because it's a vocabulary specific, and I'm not totally confident, but I want to arrive there.
yeah. And finding a job, it's really a good goal to study English, you know? Ju, and what are your specific goals when you think like I need to learn English and I need English? How is it important for you or not important?
There are two things that are important for me. The first one is self um, a self goal that I've set. That personally I have started to study English a long time ago, but I have some breaks in that study. Another things came to my life. So, my guys, do you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Keep going.
Guys?
Yeah, I guess your connection. Maybe you're not listening to us. Can you hear me? I guess we lost Ju.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So, yeah, no problem, Ju. I'm gonna go with Carlos. Carlos, how is it important for you to develop your English? Thinking about your specific goal. Does it help? Does it not help? How is it?
Um, the most important goals is to find uh, the better opportunity job for me. I have one friend work in Wex company in the United States, and he speak to me. Uh, if you have a dois
Yeah,
a tu nível, you uh, you you can join with us, uh, and I'm very practice to 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 achieve uh, a
achieve.
dois
Yeah,
achieve. Uh, Other hand, um, I I I would like to travel the other countries. And 2 reasons.
Yeah, so I see a lot of people struggling because they are not fluent. For example, Camila, she says she's not fluent. I think Camila is fluent. Maybe she doesn't know all the words in the world, neither do I. But and neither lots of other teachers and people, native speakers as well. And people are like losing opportunities because of that. They are not applying it, they are not going for it. So Talk and Talk is not an English school. Talk and Talk is a place so you can develop your confidence, so you go for your dreams. It's more like a self-awareness school where you develop confidence regarding languages than anything else. And that's, I guess, my communication problem on the website. How do I say that to people in a way that people are keen to subscribe, because they are not looking for this. They are looking for English classes. And then I need to be in the middle, like, okay, we offer English classes, but the point is not the classes itself. It's like the conversations and the community and the exchange. So yeah, having goals, they help. Please apply to all the job opportunities you may have in front of you, Carlos. And one after another, you're gonna get more experience, more confidence. You're gonna learn something, and then you're gonna just crack it, somehow. All right. I'm gonna just bring people back, and we can do a good and unique experience that I like to ask in the end of the meeting. What did you learn? And I ask that for the social program that we have. And by the way, if you are a paid subscriber, you're helping people that are unemployed to study for free. So thank you for that. And for them, I always ask, what did you learn last week? Or what have you learned this week throughout the conversations? They do not know what to answer. They don't answer, I learned this, and that. They just answer, oh, the conversation was great. I loved. And Talk and Talk is awesome. Camille is awesome. Michelle, everybody who was in the class, in the conversation, they were perfect. So, and the questions, they were this, but they do not answer the question. What did you learn? So I'm going to ask all of you in here, and you just feel free to open your microphone to answer this. What have you learned in this conversation? And it can be anything, not just English. So what have you learned today in this immersion?
Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Perfect. With skills about the ways to enhance the English level, and we emphasize that the fear brings insecurity, and when we are insecurity to do something, in this case to speak in English, we forgot of the words, and sometimes we think that we are not able, but no. So that's very important to practice, to be fluent or advanced in English is not to speak 100% correct and perfect, but yes, to be able to communicate.
Perfect. So that's a very good learning. So I learned that I don't need to be 100% fluent, Who else wanna share your learning experience today in this immersion? Especially the people in the other room. How would you answer this question? What did you learn? Simple and complex question at the same time.
Can I say something really fast?
Yeah, no, just it's your time now.
I think I learned that we are in the right way because we are still trying to learning, still trying to speaking. So we are in contact with the language. So I think we all here in the right way because we decided to study, and we are just every class, every conversation class, we are learning something, or just if you are in practice, you can feel that you are speaking English 1 hour and you don't realize that. So I think it's baby steps, and I'm pretty sure that we are in the right way.
Yeah, and speaking is not just to speak, you also listen a lot, because people sometimes they complain, oh, I'm not speaking too much, and okay, so but in a real life meeting or in an event, you are going to listen, and you need to understand what people are speaking. And sometimes you don't even understand 100%, but you understand keywords. That's what I do in here, like in real life. Like I have been involved in a church around my place where I'm living, me and my girlfriend, and they are just Canadians, and the youngest is like 75 years old. Most of them, they are above of that, and they speak like really native Canadian English. And sometimes I do not get everything because of, they are old and they do not speak too loud, and there are other things that compromise the understanding. But I understand what I need, and then I ask questions back. So nowadays we have like Canadian grandparents now, so we were adopted. And it's really cool when, like, even if you do not understand 100%, you're gonna create bond, connection, love, and everything, right?
You get the concept of the speech.
Yeah, especially in an interview. You go to an interview and then you don't understand and you freak out because, oh, I didn't get that word. Okay, no problem. What about the rest? Ask a question. You can ask. I wrote an article on LinkedIn that I'm putting all together to develop a new ebook, how to answer good questions for interviews in English. And it's hard. That's why this advanced program as a host, it's so important, because every single week you have to develop 10 questions. It's not 9, it's not 11. It's 10 questions. It's not that we are going to answer all the questions. It's just because it's the host is a student. I'm here as a student. So
The most part of the time, we stop in the 5 question, 4 question, because the subject is very large. The people speak about their own experience and don't have time to
it's hard to
answer all the questions.
It's hard. And sometimes I like to create. Today I didn't do that, but I like to create new questions like that are not planned. And then people freak out. Oh, where is the question? No, it's just a new question. Just created right now. And then that's real life, If you wanna like traditional schools, you can just like go to WhatsApp, I do. It's not a problem. Like there's room for everybody, sunlight for all people, all businesses, and everybody, right? Anything else before we finish? Anything you
I
want to
think
share? Go ahead.
I think can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead, Thierry.
Oh, thank you. Today I think I learned about most people like me understand that it's essential to be in a safe place, in a safe environment with no judgment, to have a very nice learning, to learn better. It's a consensus.
Yeah. And
10% of the people in the world don't judge you when you speak wrong. Listen.
Yeah.
The people don't care. The people want to understand what you're saying and don't check your grammar.
Yeah.
And we judge ourselves.
Yeah.
The same way when we speak Portuguese, there are the people in the north speak another Portuguese different of the south. The people don't judge when you speak in English. and don't speak perfectly, grammarly.
Yeah.
Don't fear about that. And I want to share one phrase that that me speak with my group. When you don't use, you lose.
Yeah.
So you need to use your listening. You need to use your speaking every day to improve, to keep the acknowledgement with you.
Yeah.
When
And
you
the
don't
fluency
use,
that
lose.
you acquired throughout life, right?
Yeah.
And Yara, go ahead.
Actually, I was just thinking about what you were talking in the other group, and we're talking a lot about the fear of just make mistakes and just talk and just be here. And I got really inspired and really grateful as well to find a place that is a safe place that you can talk. Because in Brazil, I can tell about Brazilian people because you have this stereotype or this concept in your mind that when you're talk with Brazilian, you just have this in mind, this fear in mind. Oh, I have an accent, a strong accent. Oh, I will make some mistakes, grammar mistakes. So I just sometimes I just feel like stuck and had my mind blocked. But here is a really safe place that you just can talk and is inspiring how people here like Thierry and Panisa and Leonardo just have this allow themselves to be here and to be part of this and to get this goal that is learning a new language and be I don't know what is the goal behind this, but just learning another language. And yeah, I thought it's
Going for
really
it.
brave.
Yeah. And you make just feel proud about yourselves, everybody. Michelle, Camila, Carlos, Ju, Thierry, Analdo, Yara, Panisa. It's not easy to be here. A lot of people, they book and they miss out the meetings. So be proud of yourself. And I want to thank you all for being here. It's the first time that I'm bringing it, and we have like a full room, full class, so 9 people. So every week with me, Tuesday for beginners, and the difference is it's the same immersion. We don't care about your level, but I say beginners because you can use Portuguese. And there are people that are just gonna speak Portuguese. But if you come in here, it's gonna be really helpful because you can speak English and I'm going to speak English with you. But we're gonna show other people that, okay, we are speaking English and you're not. So you need to rush, you need to study, you need to do something to have the course and the platform, you have community, you have lots of resources for that. So go for it. So even though it's for beginners, please, you're more than welcome to join any of the beginner sessions, okay? You're gonna get an email for feedback, so it's gonna help a lot. It takes like 5 seconds for it. Hope to see you next week. Enjoy your day in the weekend and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. See ya.
Have a good one.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
See
Good
you.
one for
Bye-bye.
everyone.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. See you guys. Thank you.